Welcome back, everybody. It's halftime here at Veterans Memorial Stadium, Glacier Peak football on STSPN.com. Scott Oshman along with Tim Boyle with our Fred's Rivertown Ale House halftime show. You're seeing now the Glacier Peak marching band. But, Tim, what happened at the end of the first half? Glacier Peak 3, Meadowdale 7, and I think they could have caught up a little bit.
Well, they had a golden opportunity for a field goal. The Riverboat Gambler decided to go for it on
fourth and 7, I believe.
Well, and they were on the 4th and 7.
11 seconds left. Timeout to burn.
Timeout to burn. I probably kicked the field goal, but it's easy for me to say that now when they throw the interception. And if he gets a touchdown, I'd be saying great call.
Right.
So.
We're talking, you have a timeout. Bring the quarterback over. Say, listen, you got 11 seconds left. You come, take the ball. If you don't see somebody right away, just throw it out of bounds, get rid of it, stop the clock, and then why not? You got one of the best kickers in the country. Let him have a go.
Absolutely. Hey, it's sometimes it's real easy to sit up and second guess them, but that's what we would have done.
Yeah, but we're not down there, and we don't know all the other things.
He might have felt comfortable about something he saw out there, But Corwin, and in Rowe's defense, he can't go out and make the play for him. Corwin's got to execute that, and he underthrew it, and
Yeah, Branson 7 for 12 in the first half with 90 yards. The one interception was garbage time. It was the last play we were just talking about before the half. But the defensive coordinator Steve Hannon, boy, the defense is doing exactly what they need to do.
Well, they're actually pitching a shutout. The defense hasn't been scored on. That 7 points they got on the board was a special teams touchdown.
Yeah.
So defense is doing the job. I mean, they're kind of bending but not breaking. They're Meadowdale's actually doing a pretty good job running the ball. They just haven't been able to execute when they need to.
This, again, just to update you on that big Marysville-Pilchuck Oak Harbor. It's halftime now up in Marysville, but Marysville-Pilchuck now stretching their lead 27-7 over the Wildcats. But back here, Tim, to your point, again, the offense has been an issue off and on for this Glacier Peak 2013 team.
It has. And previous Glacier, we've been watching Glacier Peak football for years, and Glacier Peak relies on that tempo offense, boom, boom, 8 yards, 7 yards, 10 yards, touchdown type of thing, and they just haven't been able to get into that tempo. They do got 3 points. They've missed a couple opportunities, but they're going to need to get some more points. Obviously, they need to get some more points on the board because they're losing, but it's going to be a bummer if this game comes down to 2 or 3 points, and you're really going to be looking back at that field goal going, oh, man, I wish we would have had that field goal. And then, of course, Pettit missed a field goal wide right, too.
Yes, and he's probably not happy about that.
In a perfect world right now, it could be 9-7 Glacier Peak.
That was a 43-yarder?
Yes. So
the senior –
he had the distance. It was just wide right.
They're throwing – they've Meadowdale, Evans – has thrown 8 times, completed 3 for 31 yards, not getting killed on the ground. Rushing Meadowdale, Tim, only 46 total yards in the first half versus, again, Kainoa Wong, a big chunk of it, but Glacier Peak 101 yards on the ground for the first half. So, boy, the numbers, everything you see, Glacier Peak defense doing what they've done most of the year.
Yeah, and it's funny that they have 101 yards because – if you watch the game, they had a whole bunch of plays where they didn't get anything. I mean, they got -3 or 1 yard or, they get 1 yard the hard way. So for them to have 101 yards, that says a lot because they got a whole bunch where it was nothing.
Trey Chambers, we're seeing his some brilliance there for the senior. 3 catches, 58 yards, again, averaging almost 20 yards a catch. The big one, the 39-yarder. And most of those were after the catch there in that first drive. But they're not passing the ball too much around. Hines, 2 catches for 14 yards. Berg, 1 with 15. And Darling there late in the half, only 90 yards through the air for Glacier Peak.
Yeah, and they need to get the ball to some other people. not that we're being hypocritical. We say they need to get the ball to Trey Chambers more, but that being said, they still need to be able to spread it around to some other receivers.
Yeah, so they can't key on somebody and
Exactly.
double them up, and you got to keep them off balance.
It'd be nice to see, Austin Hines. That guy, he's like a Steve Largent or a Paul Scanzi or something. He just has the hands. If he gets the ball and he's good after he catches it, he's a great varsity player for them.
Again, penalties plaguing this Grizzly team again in the first half. None bigger than that big penalty down as they were driving in the first half last week. If you didn't hear, 10 penalties, 175 yards. A lot of turnovers. Problems that have plagued this Glacier Peak team this year and actually years prior.
Yeah, and it's all the thing about the penalties. It's when they get them is the key.
Their timing's impeccable.
Yeah.
You're seeing the Glacier Peak band again.
Ron's down there with Steve Hannon. Maybe we can catch him real quick.
See if we go down to Ron Henthorn and Steve Hannon. Ron?
Okay, I'm down here on the field with Coach Steve Hannon. Steve, defense is doing a pretty good job with a shutout here as far as they're concerned tonight. What do you think?
Yeah, no, we're doing well on defense. Two really good defensive teams, obviously. Both offenses struggling a little bit. We made a couple of adjustments. Maybe we can get a little bit better. Maybe we can get the ball out and help out the offense a little bit.
I didn't get a chance to talk to Coach Roy. Gambles there that didn't pay off. Kind of applaud his gambles, but we said paid off. So
yeah. Well, sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. You got to go with them when they work, and you got to go with them when they don't. That's just the way it goes.
You changing anything up this time for by the halftime?
We might put a little more pressure on early in the downs. First down, second down, send a couple extra guys, see if we can't cause a fumble.
All right, thanks, Coach. Look for a better half to half.
Yeah, let's see what happens.
Back to you guys. Thank you.
Thank you, Ron the Wedge Henthorn, baby.
And it's always good to hear from our friend Steve Hannon. He's always got a couple minutes for us. So
I always feel better after talking to him, don't you?
I know, he just makes you feel good.
That'll do it for our Fred's Rivertown Ale House halftime show. Just getting set for second half actions. Tim and I will be back. You're watching Glacier Peak football on the Snohomish Times Sports Network. Getting ready for second half. Let's check in again with our sideline reporter, the Wedge, Ron Henthorn's got an injury update. Ron?
I just got word that Logan Holman's going to be out for the rest of the games. Kind of got an injured rotator cuff, so we're going to rest him and get him ready for next week's game. So
that's Holloman, 75, the big kid, Logan Holloman, who went down, the senior, correct, Ron?
That's correct, yes.
That is not good for Glacier Peak fans.
I thought he said Logan Coleman.
No, I thought so, but it was Holloman went down at the end of the first half. Thank you, Ron.
That was Logan.
Yeah, Logan Holman, yep. His first name is Logan. I think we're on the same page. All right, more great stuff with Ron as you see the helmets high up in the air for Glacier Peak. Meadowdale will start the second half off with the ball. If you haven't heard, Cascade, a big win, 28-14 over Kamiak. That's a final. Jackson getting healthy, 56-34 over Linwood. And Mount Vernon 7-6 over Monroe, and that's at halftime.
Linwood put up 34 points on them.
They did.
Yeah. Jackson kind of went backwards this year.
Yep.
Spencer Pettit does a great job putting it about 4 yards deep in the end zone.
Donovan Evans
The
there.
future Coug creating
Come
some
on
hype.
now.
Come on.
Let's open it up for him.
He's got, hey, the Coug's the one inviting him over there. I don't know what to tell you.
That's true. He's on the
if the
short
Huskies
list.
don't want to call, if the Huskies or your buddies down at Arizona State don't want to call him, I can't help that.
Well, I was reading, one issue is, I think Coach Rowe on the great article this week at the Herald, again, congratulations to Pettit and the Pettit family, but, they only recruit one every 4 years. They're not doing every year usually.
Correct.
1st and 10 from their own 20. Evans gets it to Braxton, who's been quiet, but not this time, has an edge down the sideline. Hines going to try and catch up with him. 30, 20, one play, 80 yards, touchdown, Malik Braxton.
And Hines, not that I'm making an excuse for him, but he kind of had to go around the ref and lost his angle on him a little bit. Might have been able to get him at about the 5-yard line, but what a run.
80 yards, one play, shades of Bothell Cougar. Is there a flag?
Uh-oh. I don't see a flag.
Check in, Ron Henthor. Did you see something?
There's a flag.
Yeah, there's a flag down on the field. I saw the ref, indicating illegal motion.
Illegal motion or false start or... Oh, that hurts.
Oh,
Let's
my
see.
goodness.
False start. That
Wow.
Whoa.
First-year Maverick head coach Mike Don taking over for Mark Stewart.
Ouch. Now, we talk about costly penalties for Glacier Peak. Well, that one just cost them 7 points and 80 yards. 85 yards, actually, because they're going back 5 yards.
Right.
So, 5-yard penalty really equates to about 85 yards.
1st and 15 on the 15. We're going to erase that massive run by Malik. This time, Rory gets it. Spill him. And he's not good.
There's a flag. That came in late, so I don't. Usually when they come in late like that, it's a personal foul, and I don't know what was going on in the pile. I couldn't see it from here, but that might be going against GP. We'll have to see what they're saying.
Rory Spillum, number 4, 2 carries for 4 yards in the first half.
I think it is going against Glacier Peak. See how many yards he marches off there.
Well, he's that's a big penalty.
That's a 15-yarder. Is that a
What's the call? Ron, did you see anything down there that we're not seeing?
I didn't see what he was, but the personal foul, I think, against Glacier Peak.
Oh, targeting. That's the first few times. I don't know if we had targeting this year.
I haven't seen that one, but you know what? These penalties for Glacier Peak are just killer. What's funny is it's not an automatic first down.
Targeting leading with your helmet.
Yeah, leading with your helmet, you come flying, and I didn't see it on that play.
Article in the paper showing a lot of the targeting in college football being reviewed and overturned afterwards. Meanwhile, Evans keeps it on a runner on the left side. Nice job by the Glacier Peak defenders. That's Logan Coleman and Justin the Hitman Guffey, and he'll gain maybe a yard.
It's going to be an interesting spot there. I don't know if did he get the first down?
They're saying he's
No.
at the 19, going to be short a yard,
So that's
Tim.
going to be 3rd and 1, so big third down coming up here. And you know what's interesting is they're not automatic first downs in high school. Like that targeting, that's an automatic first down in the pros and college.
Evans, the big quarterback, number 15 with Malik Braxton. They're going to fake it to Braxton, and Evans keeps it. He has a first down and much more. Carries all the way to the 45-yard line. Boy, number 15, Jeremiah Evans, the quarterback. He is shifty, Tim Boyle.
He really is
for a
good.
big fella.
He's good. Not going to deny that.
17 yards for the senior. He's got 5 carries, 46 yards so far in this game, but the big killer, he's averaging 9+ a carry. 1st and 10. Ball at the 46. Now Malik Braxton gets the carry on the left side, spins out of a tackle, and he's taken out of bounds. Not before a nice gain of 7 yards for number 5.
That's all set up by his little spin move there. He gets about an extra 5 yards because of it.
Watching
Hard to tackle, that little guy.
2nd and 6. Boy, I guess only a gain of 4. Glacier Peak Football on STSBN is brought to you by WESCOathletics.com. Get the game day app, WESCOathletics.com, for all your scores, schedules, rosters, everything you need, WESCOathletics.com. 2nd and 5. And then this is Braxton, big hole on the left side. Now he's in the secondary. Guffey on the chase. Stiff arms him, but knocks him out at the 22. Malik Braxton.
Now, thankfully, Guffey was able to run him down there because that saved a touchdown. But boy, they need to make some more adjustments right now.
If you're just coming back, opening drive of the first play of the second half, an 80-yard run by Malik Braxton brought back, a touchdown brought back on a penalty. But they're driving 1st and 10 now at the Grizzly 22. Evans keeps it around the side. Peterson knocks him out of bounds, but he'll get to the 15-yard line. Mark him at the 14.
They're doing a pretty good job of just taking little chunks out of the field.
Zach doing a good job, but boy, it looked like he had nobody home on the left side after he fakes the ball to Braxton. Now he's got Spillum in the backfield. This time he gets it to Rory, and Glacier Peak, Zach Peterson there to put him down.
I think he's going to lose about 3 yards there, and good penetration. Had about 3 guys get right through the line there.
I'm going to mark him at the 18-yard line, Tim.
Was about a loss of 3, I think. 3rd and 7 now.
9:59 left in this third quarter. Glacier Peak 3, Meadowdale 7. That's our Seattle Hill physical therapy score. Jeremiah Evans, the quarterback. Now he's back to pass. A rare pass. It's caught at the 10, but he's tackled.
Yeah,
they're going to mark him at the 10. It'll be close to a first down.
I think it's going to be a first down by about a yard. They gave him forward progress there.
Senior Jonathan Kim with a catch in the pickup. First down.
See where they're showing that he can actually get another first down about the half-yard line down there.
Nope,
now they're saying it's 1st and goal from the 10.
Glacier Peak defense being tested tonight. Let's see if they can stand up one more time. Braxton trying to find room, and he's tackled from the backside. What a play by Brendan Jensen.
And, yeah, he had a whole slew of Glacier Peak people back there. You know, obviously when it's on the 10-yard line, your whole defense can tighten up a little, and got him for about a 3-yard loss, I believe.
Great job by the Glacier Peak defense. Malik Braxton, a phenomenal runner. Now they spread it out. 2nd and goal from the 13. Fake the ball, the ball's down, fumble. Looks like Evans is on it, but he'll be pushed back now to the 18-yard line, so bring 3rd and goal from the 18.
Oh, good break for Glacier Peak.
Defensive coordinator for Glacier Peak, Steve Hannon, telling Ron Henthorn right before second half he wants to bring more pressure, and you just saw it there.
And when you're down in that red zone, it's easier to get the pressure. A little more risky, but it's easier to put it in.
Not being able to score, the Meadowdale getting their only score on a fake punt, fumble interception, as Evans goes back to pass. Now he's getting pressure. He lets it go, and it's incomplete over the head. Nobody even in the area code, and that's 4th down as the Grizzly defense comes up one more time.
And who was that on the pressure there? I couldn't quite see, but there was definitely some great pressure.
Ian Black going heavy.
And now they're going to have to go for about a 35-yard field goal.
Now,
I think they're going to talk about it, though.
Yeah, Brett Schaefer is number
they're bringing
3.
in a new ball. Oh, they're bringing in a ball with helium in it. I don't like that.
Brett Schaefer, actually a very good kicker, This is a 35-yard attempt.
He's a left footer.
Josiah Evans for the holding duties from the left hash. The hold is
It's
down.
blocked.
Good, it's blocked. Who got that?
Or was it blocked or was it no good?
Was it Ron? Did you see where that ball went?
I think it was.
I didn't see the block, guys, but I saw where the ball went. It got squibbed clear off far right of the goalpost by about 20 yards. So nothing happened there.
It might have got a. They might have got a hand on it.
Maybe.
I saw Guffey deep in there.
Here we go.
See if we can see it. Now that's the play before. That's the fumble. We're watching in here our own little replay television. Okay, 1st and 10. Glacier Peak defense doing their job. Pink on the right side. Slips a tackler. Now he gets up near the 28-yard line. A nice 8-yard pickup by the senior number 5, Josh Pinka.
Pinka's actually racking up some yards now. What is that? Is that an 8-yarder?
8-yard pickup for Pinka.
Maybe they're gonna have to tire that defensive line out for Meadowdale because they've been pretty stingy.
Berg in motion. Now Pinka again up the middle. A first down and more to the 39. Josh Pinka legs are starting to heat up here in the second half.
And that's about a 10-yard gain for Josh Pinka. They're starting to open up some holes for him.
Big fellas up front doing a great job. Speaking of that, Logan Holman usually on that front line. Berg in motion. Branson fakes it, now pitches it to Berg on the right side. Has a little bit to work with, not much. Maybe a gain of 3 after he's knocked out of bounds. There's a couple slow Meadowdale kids slow to get up, and there's
7.
one hurt. Yeah, 7.
And number 7's coming off the field.
That's Isaiah Barhome.
Well, no, he's actually staying on the field.
Another kid is down in the sideline over there. Looking to see if we can bring up that field goal.
Here we got it, I think.
Brand new feature. Right, they held him. A 35-yard attempt by their kicker, Brett Schaefer. And we weren't sure if it oh, it did. It went through. There was no
It was just
no tip. It just was wide left.
And it looked like he got it low. There's definitely pressure coming in on it. Glacier Peak's done a really good job this year getting penetration on those extra points and those field goals.
I tell you, Jambas all the way around. The offense owes the Glacier Peak defense some big kudos. They have saved their bacon many a day. Glacier Peak football on STSBN, always brought to you by WESCO Septic, WESCOSeptic.com, or 888-488-5588. Also, McDaniel's Do-It Center, Snohomish Bakery, and Mongo's. Here we go. 2nd and 7 from their own 41. Empty set. Corwin back to pass. Has time. Fakes the pass. Now he's got trouble.
Nice block.
Now he's ad-libbing. He finds an open receiver. Overthrows. Trying to go for Justin Guffey. Incomplete.
And he was right at the line of scrimmage, too. I thought he might have just been over the line on that throw, but tried to throw it on the run, and he would have had him.
Now on that one, did he have enough room there? Should he have actually tucked it?
I thought he could have ran that easily.
3rd down and 7, still at their own 41-yard line. Nice time, nice job by the guys up front. Pinka in the backfield. Leon Elliott in motion. They fake to him. Nice block. Corwin goes down the sideline again. Too high, trying to go for Guffey. Outstretched hands there at the 40. Brings up a 4th and 7. You're in 41-yard line. Don't you have to go? They look like they're punting.
Yeah, 4th and 7 in their own territory. I think you're probably better off kicking the ball.
All right, he got that poor defense. I tell you what, looks like the Husky defense against Arizona State last week.
4th and 3, 4th and 4, I think I go for it. But I think Rowe's making the right call here. See how far Pettit can put it down there.
Josiah Evans back
Needs
to
a bounce.
receive.
And it didn't take a good bounce there.
See if they got it right around the 26. They'll mark it. Where are they going to put
mark
it?
it about the
25?
29-yard line, actually, I think.
Nope, they put it down at the 25,
I don't
looked
think
like.
so. I think they're going to put it at about the 29.
Well, the ball is at the 20. We'll see where they go. We'll see what they end up doing.
There it
You're
is.
usually right, Tim Boyle. You're always right.
I think,
What do you do, split the difference?
no, I think he touched the ball at about the 28, 29
Yeah,
yard
and that's
line.
where the marker is.
Yeah.
Yep. As usual.
Yeah,
I never doubt Boyle. Ever. What's wrong with me?
we don't know.
How many more? Well, there's a lot wrong with me, but. Okay. GP defense going to be called upon one more time.
I think that's going to be an illegal motion or illegal procedure. Yep, so that's going to back him up another 5. So it's going to be 1st and 15 now. Glad to see somebody else is getting some penalties other than Glacier Peak.
It is nice to see sometimes that there's other teams that aren't as crisp tonight. Stay tuned again. 6:34 left in this third quarter. Glacier Peak 3, Meadowdale 7. The Kathy Salvadolina postgame show and our player of the game. 1st and 15. Now the Wildcat. And it's Braxton taking it, and he's on the left side. He's got his room. Kainoa Wong finally wraps his ankles up. Fumble, but it looks like it's out of bounds.
I think Glacier Peak's got the ball.
Glacier Peak saying they have the ball, and they do.
Wow, and that was a large turnover there. Inside, they're going to get it at about the 35, 36-yard line, I think.
Kainoa Wong was the initial tackler there on Braxton. He started out in the Wildcat. We're getting our replay cranked up here. Let's take a quick look at that.
Kainoa Wong did force that fumble. Kainoa wants another player of the game.
He really
wants.
does. They're getting back to action, though. I don't know if we'll get this one in. Maybe we'll come back to that replay. 1st and 10 now. Glacier Peak in business with the big recovery. Hines in motion. They get it. Now he fakes it to Pinkin. Now Branson Corwin trying to outrun Meadowdale, and Charlie White, number 84, too fast and too long.
They're going to give it right back to him at the line of scrimmage. A little bit of a generous snap or a call for Glacier Peak.
Let's go back to that replay right now on the big turnover.
Hard to tell from this angle, but Kainoa Wong didn't see who came up with it. Kainoa Wong forced it. Here we go.
Back to live action, 2nd and 10. Branson Corwin. Josh Pinkett to his right. Takes the snap, back to pass. Going deep down the corner for tipped. It's no good. Going for Big Al, Nick Allen, and it was tipped. That was dangerous.
Underthrown by quite a bit. With Nick Allen, you want to overthrow that ball a little bit, not underthrow it. And that easily could have been picked off. The defender just couldn't get the grip on it.
Corwin 7 for 15 tonight. We were talking, wondering if we'd see the junior Brady Southard, who's been sharing time. He's going all the way with his senior, Branson Corwin.
Yeah, and on that one, Corwin's just got to get a little more juice on it.
See if they can turn that fumble recovery into points. 3rd and 10. Fakes it. Now he pitches it to Wong, the first down master.
Oh.
Wong comes over. He's not going to get it. They're going to take him down at the 30. He'll leave 4th and a couple.
4th and 2. Much more manageable, though.
Kainoa Wong, the first down machine.
It is there was a late flag. I thought, it's back here. That's probably going to be a hold. I think that's going to come back.
Glacier Peak been doing a decent job holding back JoJo Alcadere.
See what
the all-conference
senior.
They
say. My guess is it's a hold, judging by where the flag is.
Boy, they were trying to get to the 28-yard line for a first down. Now they're going to need to go quite some ways. 5:24 left in the third quarter, 7-3. Big fumble recovery. Had a 3rd and 10.
Now it's 3rd and 25. Scott.
Back on their side of the field.
That was a 15-yard hold because it was third and 10. 3rd and 24, they're saying.
Interesting formation now. Pinka on his left. Branson passes over the middle. A wide open Kainoa Wong at the 25, at the 20, down to the 16-yard line. You need a first down. Who do you call? You call Wong.
You call Kainoa Cheech and Chong Wong.
Oh, my goodness. Branson Corwin, he has been shaky and iffy on some balls, but
is there anyone more clutch than Kainoa Wong this year?
I tell you
I
what.
don't know. I got to tell you, with block, extra points, and he's just been money. Look
And
at that.
here goes Pinka driving down. Ball comes out, but he's down, and gets all the way inside the 10 to the 6 or 7.
Yeah, that should be another first down, or let's see what they're gonna where they're gonna mark that.
Boy, oh boy, 3rd down and 24 yards to go, and they
Second
go
and 1, they're calling it.
with a huge play to Kainoa Wong. Bumps into.
I think he's got the first down easily.
He's inside the 5.
So that should be about 1st and goal from maybe the 3.
And that was Matt the Brunswick, the pin knocker down Darling.
And that's the first time we've seen the Brunswick
He's
tonight.
been in. He had a catch at the end of the first half.
Oh,
But 1st and goal from the 3. Glacier Peak
knocking on the door here.
down 7-3. Darling gets through. Touchdown, Glacier Peak.
And that's exactly what they were looking for. And the Brunswick gets it done for him.
The Wong play, though, that was the play. 3rd and 24 off a huge holding penalty. Again, the Achilles heel. And Branson Corwin finds his fellow senior across for a huge pickup.
And that was, 3rd and 25, and he gets about 35 or 40 on that play. Great play by Kainoa.
Spencer Pettit on for the extra point. Austin Hines, the usual holder. Spencer, the hold's down. The kick is up, and it is good. With 4 minutes, 19 seconds left here from Veterans Memorial Stadium. Glacier Peak 10-7. Let's look at that great 3rd down play.
Here it is.
Oh, and we'll dial up that play here in just a second. Maybe we come back from the break. But Seattle Hill Physical Therapy score. Your Glacier Peak Grizzlies now on top 10-7 over Meadowdale. We'll be back right after this. You're watching Glacier Peak football on the Snohomish Times Sports Network. Oh, my goodness, 4:19 left. Spencer Pettit will try and get you that great 3rd down play in a moment. This one is going to be returned, and that's number 10. As he gets to the near sideline, bracing himself, he'll pass the 25 to the 26. That's number 10. Donovan Evans with the carry, and let's take a look now at that great 3rd down, 3rd and 24, 5 conversion.
Okay, so here we go. 3rd and 25. Watch Corwin. We're going to get it here in just a second here.
They had just gotten pulled back with a huge penalty.
Corwin tosses it up. Kainoa gets it, keeps going. What's he get, 35 yards on that play, Scott? That was clutch.
Phenomenal. Meadowdale trying to come back. The big slugfest here at the WESCO 3A South Championship. Going deep for 5. No good. Out of his hands, overthrew him. Going to Malik Braxton.
And Austin Hines looked like he could have closed on that for interception, but it looked like he kind of pulled back at the last second.
Don't know if that was, I couldn't see. Somebody had fallen down. Again, Malik Braxton, an absolute burner.
Austin's kind of petitioning for something. I'm not sure there was a little mishap back there.
Boy, things heating up here in the third quarter from Veterans Memorial Stadium. Senior Jeremiah Evans. Now he gets it to Malik Braxton, makes a cut up the middle. A nice carry of 6.
Yeah, it is a good carry because they had him back at the line of scrimmage, and he's just tough to bring down. They're bringing him out right now. Bringing in number 4.
Marysville Pilcheck now 33-14 over Oak Harbor in the third quarter. Watching that score all night, see who we play next week. Fakes it, now he gets it to Spillum. Spillum on the left side, he'll get a first down and he'll cross to the 40-yard line.
And all the people up in Oak Harbor and Marysville, they're watching this game like we're watching that game.
Yes, they are. Marysville Pilchuck breaking out into a nice lead.
33-14, you say?
33-14 over the Wildcats. Cascade with a big win tonight, 28-14 over Kamiak. 1st and 10 now for the Mavericks. Handed off to Braxton left side, nowhere to go. Now cuts up. He'll get a carry of about 2 or 3. He's finally brought down.
How he got 2 or 3 out of that's amazing.
Hensley there with the tackle for Glacier Peak. Maybe they're just going to say, let's just run the big fella. Let's stop screwing around here and let Malik do what he does.
Very possible. I haven't had that much luck throwing the ball.
There's my crack analysis. worth
accurate,
every.
though.
Yeah, I don't know. 2nd and 7. Evans high snap. He does get it to Malik, but there's number 34, Ian Black.
Wow, and what penetration he had there. Right when he got the ball, he was just drilled.
Boy, that is a Match.com like first date. How you doing?
And they're only going to give him a 4-yard loss.
Oh
on that,
my
which is
goodness!
Surprising, because it looked like he lost about 7 or 8 yards on that.
Let's see that play.
See where he should have been marked down.
High snap. There's Malik. There's
about
Black.
The 35. Yeah, I guess that was probably about the right. Well, they're marking him at the 41 though.
3rd down and 11.
39.
Back to a live action now. Malik Braxton crosses the formation. Empty set. Evans getting heat from Coleman. Now he's chased out of the pocket. Can they get the big fella? He throws it. It's complete to his brother, but was he in front of the
I don't know if he was he in
line
front
of scrimmage? There's a flag. Let's go back
exactly where he was. I think he was about 2 yards past the line of scrimmage.
Boy, they had the big fella on chase.
So the line of scrimmage was like the 39 on that, so that is going to come back. So
let's watch this right now. You'll see Evans, Malik in motion. 3rd and 11 on this play. You're seeing the last play.
See where he throws this ball from.
He goes over. Yeah,
he
crosses the 40.
Yeah, crosses the 40. So that's going to bring up 4th down. That's a loss of down, too.
Hey, if you're out there watching this, you all need to hail down to the 5-tool player, the executive producer, Todd Elvig here at STSBN, bringing instant replay to the broadcast.
So that's what that is, Scott, is that's 5 yards from where he threw the ball. So he was at about the 41 or so, brings it back down about 5 yards. And loss of down.
1:45 left in the third quarter. Glacier Peak 10. Meadowdale 7. Just gets that off. Fafita had a big paw in his face. It's off the side.
Holy.
What happened there?
I think he just shanked it like crazy. I think it's only going to be about net of 4 or 5 yards.
Let's check in with Ron Henthorn. What's the update, Ron?
Well, I think if you got a replay on that, you'll see he just barely kicked that ball. He pretty much shanked it, and it went out of bounds on the far side. And I think you're right. Probably a net 5-yard punt.
See where they're marking that ball.
Thank you, Ron.
It was net about 5 yards.
Man.
They should have gone for it.
Glacier Peak in business now on the Meadowdale side of the field. They give it up front to Darling, I want to say. And it is Darling. Number 27, Matt Darling, the junior.
He actually managed to get 3 yards out of there. I don't know how he did it, but good little second effort there by the Brunswick.
2nd and 7 now, 1:10 left in the third quarter. Branson Corwin with the snap gets it back to Brunswick. Oh, he keeps it on the right side. Fooled me, and he gets the first down, and he's bounced out of bounds at the 25-yard line. Little Corwin, I tell you what, hide and seek like nobody else.
Well, he fooled me on that too.
I thought Darling had it up the middle.
Yeah, that was a big gain for him. How many yards did he get? Let's see what the statistician says on that.
Boy, now
14 yards.
14-yard pickup, huge for Branson Corwin. 6 carries, 17 yards, 1st and 10. Branson still has it. Now he pitches it out to Leon Elliott. Leon makes a cut to the outside, crosses the 20 inside. He'll be down around the 19-yard line.
That's about a pickup of 6 yards for Leon. Love to see Leon getting in the game. We should have seen a lot more of him this year.
Getting some touches. The senior Leon Elliott coming up the ranks as a quarterback, fighting for the job this year. Decided to put him out and get him in some other positions and doing a good job. Gain is 6, 2nd and 4.
Oh.
Over the middle, it's caught at the 5, and he'll go down at the 4. Leon Elliott. Boy, they are
wow.
Unbelievable.
Little trickery there.
9 seconds left to go in the third quarter. First and goal
from the 4.
Here's Darling.
I don't think he got anything on there.
He's still on his feet, though, never giving up. They're going to finally call him down. I think he'll get back to the line of scrimmage.
That's going to end the third quarter there.
Well, an exciting third quarter. Our Seattle Hill Sport and Spine Physical Therapy score, Glacier Peak 10, Meadowdale 7, but Glacier Peak on the doorstep threatening. Don't go anywhere. You're watching the WESCO 3A South Championship nowhere else but STSPN.com. Here's the play, the great pass to Leon Elliott, get him inside the 10. We're back to live action. Darling gets in, and he's at the half-yard line. He is! Touchdown, Glacier Peak!
The Brunswick strikes again.
It was a dull first half, but the third quarter brought out some fireworks, a big turnover on Meadowdale. And Glacier Peak making them pay, and now we're seeing the sideline get excited.
Now we get the weapon out here.
The band's playing, the crowd's going, the school's been out here the last couple days at Glacier Peak. Austin Hines for the hold. Spencer the weapon Pettit.
It's good.
Nothing.
Kicked it back to the fence back there.
Right down the middle. 11:53, just opening seconds here of the fourth quarter.
Look at Rowe out there. Rowe's all jacked up.
Glacier Peak 17, Meadowdale 7, and what a turn of events here in the third quarter, Tim Boyle.
Boy, and the third quarter often is a big quarter for Glacier Peak. I mean, go back to the Jackson game, and they just opened it up. And historically, Glacier Peak's been a really good third quarter team. And they've just kind of opened it up. And keep in mind, we had to kick the ball off to start the third quarter, too.
Yep.
So they've opened it up quite a bit.
Darling getting some action, 4 carries, 16 yards, but 2 touchdowns for the junior again, kind of carrying the wagon to the promised land. Been Josh Pinka and Corwin, 13 carries, 59 yards for the senior Josh Pinka here on senior night. And boy, kudos to that Glacier Peak defense, Tim Boyle.
Well, again, they're pitching a shutout. That 7 points that's hung on them is a special teams turnover. So.
Donovan Evans back to receive for Meadowdale, but this one's going to go to Evans. He'll take it right at the 1. Crossing to the far side, gets past the 30, and finally out of bounds, but he'll cross the 35. A good run back, rare run back.
Yeah, I think what it is they do a lot better when they put the ball in the end zone, because I don't think they're used to having to go out and tackle on special teams.
No, they're not. So once again, Steve Hannon's Glacier Peak defense going to be tasked with holding this Meadowdale offense down.
Well, Meadowdale's going to have to get 10 points here in the fourth quarter just to tie, so we'll see what happens here. So far, it doesn't look like it's going to happen.
Mark him right there at the 35-yard line. Malik Braxton now cutting back. He's got all kinds of vision, clear down the sidelines. 35, let's see where they mark him out to the 20. Malik Braxton with a huge carry.
I saw a vicious block back there at about the 30, too. I thought the ref was going to pull his flag, but he didn't.
22-yard line. Number 5, Malik Braxton. He got an 80-yard touchdown run taken away by a big penalty, but once again, Malik setting the table. 43-yard carry. Evans keeps it. Sides 1, gets by 1. Now he's tackled again. Trey Chambers and Jake Berg finally bring him down for a gain of 4.
Did they give him 4 yards on that?
3 or 4. Let's see where they spot it.
Yeah, they are probably going to give him maybe 5.
Sitting now at the 19-yard line, 3 yards.
3.
They've got to watch out for the senior Evans. Jeremiah Evans, number 15. Already got 54 yards on the ground. Spill him in the backfield. Goes over, it's caught. A rare throw, but right down the seam. He got it to the 5-yard line.
Man, and their offense is rolling right now. You know, they're getting a bunch of yards, not taking much time off the clock, too.
Trevor White with that catch.
They're down to the 5-yard line on GP just like that.
Boy, Glacier Peak drives all the way down, punches it in, takes a 17-7 lead. But now with 10:32 left in this ball game, Meadowdale, first and goal from the 5.
At the 5, GP can tighten it up a little bit, so see what happens.
Malik Braxton in the background, and Malik gets it, fumble! It's still down on the ground, and it goes out of bounds.
Goes out of bounds at about the 12-yard line. So that's going to be about a 7-yard loss.
It was not a clean handoff from Evans to Braxton. Getting cooler now. I don't know if the ball is getting a little bit harder to handle. What a big play that was. 2nd and goal now from the 12.
Gives them a little bit of cushion there.
They were down to the 5, 1st and goal from the 5. We've seen this before. Malik, the single setback. Malik gets it now on the left side. A great play. A good tackle by Zach Peterson to plug the gap and get a good tackle.
I think he might have lost a yard or so. Well, let's see where they're marking that.
They're going to keep it right at the 12, it looks like, Tim.
Well,
3rd down and goal from the 12.
Now it's 3rd. I think they're going to have to pass the ball here. I don't think they want to settle for a field goal when they were down at the 3-yard line.
Look out in the far side of your screen, Josiah Evans, his favorite receiver, and of course he goes to him, and it's caught at the 5. Austin
now
Hines, a great coverage there.
Now, big decision there for Meadowdale. They're going to kick the field goal. They're going to need 3 points at some point anyway. So 4th and 5, I think you got to kick that field goal.
9:28 left to go
now,
in the ball
where's
game.
Justin Guffey and Kainoa Wong? Are
How-
they out there on the? See if they're out there. I don't see Guffey's pink shoes out there.
I don't see him either. You got Kainoa Wong here on the near side.
Kainoa's been doing a great job of getting in there, though.
The hold, the kick, it's up, and it is good.
Okay. Well, they're keeping it interesting. It's a 1-touchdown game. 17-10 Glacier Peak. Don't go anywhere.
No, and stick around 9:04. I want to stay tuned for the Kathy Salvadolina Windermere Real Estate Broker postgame show and also our player of the game. Check her out at kathysalvo.com, 425-350-0020. She is from this area. She has incredible expertise in the Snohomish area. If you need any type of housing real estate needs, kathysalvo.com. Kathy Salvadolina, a longtime family member here at stspn.com.
A friend of the program.
Also, make sure you know about WESCOathletics.com. You need any information, rosters, schedules, any 3A, 4A sports, check out WESCOathletics.com. And also our good friends Mongo's. Mongo's in Clearview, right off Highway 9. I didn't get there at all this week, Tim. I'm a little upset about that.
You going through withdrawals?
I kind of am. I missed, I only had a little of Sean's Sweet Barbecue Sandwich.
That's
Brett
gonna be a
Schaefer.
short kick.
And it's Berg from the 10. Berg, but he runs into a huge pile. He'll get past the 20, and they look like they're going to mark him down at the 22.
Well, Berg chose to go right up the middle with that, and there was a whole slew of the Mavericks there. Now they're going to give it to him at the 22.
So let's see if Glacier Peak can answer here.
I think if you're Glacier Peak, you desperately want to get about 3 points on the board right here. Make it a 2-score game in the 4th quarter. Chew up about 4 minutes of clock here. That's the thinking that is probably going through Rowe's mind.
We'll see. And now in the backfield, he goes back to Josh Pinka, who's had a very good night so far. Wong in motion. He keeps it, pitches it out to Wong. Wong making things happen on the sideline. Pushed out, but he'll get to the mid-stripe. A big-time gain once again for senior Kainoa Wong.
Gosh, that's close to it. Oh, I think I see a flag way back here. That is coming back, folks. That's going to negate about a 30-yard run. Jeez, the penalties. Come on.
Kainoa Wong already 7 carries, 60 yards. But, boy, he has answered the phone on 3rd down when they need a first down, they go to Wong. First down Wong. Maybe that doesn't quite rhyme. Let's look at the that play. We'll see if we can catch the penalty.
I didn't see it on replay, but it's going to go down in the books as a 10-yard penalty, but it's really about a 30-yard penalty.
1st and 18 to go. And they get it to Pink up the middle, but nicely played by the Maverick defense. Again, the huge JoJo Alcaderi there, the senior. 295 LBs, man.
That's a big kid. You know, they just didn't have kids that size when we were growing up.
They
Scott,
didn't.
We're old, though.
Very old.
215 pounds was a really good size lineman when I was growing up.
And I grew up in Iowa. So
I'm sorry.
that's where the corn and the beef.
2nd and 17.
Oy,
They
oy,
need to
oy.
dial up a play here.
Gain some back. They look around. It's a spin. Austin Hines gets it. He'll have a nice carry, but they're going to still be left with at least 10 yards to go for a first down, trying to get way up to the 34-yard line, 33.
Penalties, still, I just can't get over the penalties this year.
7:47 left to go in this WESCO 3A South Championship game. Glacier Peak up 17-10.
We'll have to see if Mr. McLean can give us a penalty update for tonight when he gets a chance.
Pinka in the backfield. Branson Korn now motioning Wong. Are they going to go to Wong? Back to passes. Corwin, a big throw over the middle. Not enough. Trying to go to Cole McFadden, just short, incomplete. Bring up 4th down.
Just not quite enough juice on that ball. He's underthrown tonight quite a bit.
McFadden was open.
And that's we're punting here because of a big costly penalty.
And let's look, make sure Josiah Evans back to return for Meadowdale with 7:24 left to go. Pettit. No,
did that get blocked?
It might have got blocked, if nothing else, off the side of his foot.
I think may have got blocked.
It's going to give Meadowdale very nice field position of 43. Let's check in with Ron Henthorn. Ron?
Yeah, I had a pretty good look at that. Spencer just blew it, guys. He shunked it off the right side of his foot. So no block, bad punt. Back to you.
Ouch.
Once again, this Glacier Peak defense been asked to do a lot tonight, Tim. They have only given up 1 touchdown. Not a touchdown. They had the field goal. They haven't given up a touchdown.
Yeah, all they've given up on defense is a field goal.
Excuse me. 1st and 10, empty set. Jeremiah Evans, back to pass. Going deep down the center. Oh, and Trey Chambers almost had it.
Trey's looking for a...
Oh, excuse me, that's Brendan Jensen, number 13.
He looked up at the ref like throwing offensive pass interference there.
That was actually a decent play. I don't know if it was intentional by the Meadowdale player. It looks like he actually dragged him as he was trying to go for the INT.
Well, here we'll see it again here. Here's the pass, tosses it up there, and it's clean. That was clean. Back to live.
Well, I don't think we went to that replay there. I'm not sure. So, 2nd and 10 nonetheless. Now they give it to Braxton. Nowhere to go.
Good
stiff arms Jensen. He's got Trey Chambers there. Now he's ad-libbing. He'll get taken down for a big loss.
About 6-7 yards maybe. Let's see how many yards they're going to lose on that.
Great penetration by Brendan Jensen, number 13. Boy, is he having a heck of a game.
That's a big 3rd down coming up here for the Mavericks. They need to keep this drive alive. 6:40 in the 4th quarter. 7-yard loss, is that right? John McLean says it's a 7-yard loss. So 3rd and 17. So crucial 3rd and 17.
This is big. 6:24 left to go in this ball game. Spillum now on the right side as a flanker. Evans getting crushed by Logan Coleman. It's up in the air. It's intercepted by guess who?
Kainoa Wong.
Who do you call when you need a big play? Shut the front door. Kainoa Wong. Holy cow.
And that could do it. Glacier Peak needs a sustained drive here, and they can just shut the door on them right now.
And check that. That was Andrew McCoy coming in heavy, hot, and quick.
That was large.
You got to tell Leslie if we're going to go back to that replay and see it. Let's watch that great play once again. There's Andrew McCoy coming in, but there's Wong with a great interception, the awareness. That's all right. We love muscle milk. Great job by the defense. Boy, they have just come up huge. 1st and 10 now for Branson Corwin. Fakes the handoff. Now he's keeping it. Now he doesn't have anywhere to go, and he's going to lose a couple. Branson not able to get the pitch.
Right now the enemy for Meadowdale is that clock that's saying 5:51 and counting. So Glacier Peak needs to get a couple 1st downs here. If you're Rowe, you're thinking, okay, I want 2 or 3 1st downs, maybe go down and kick a field goal.
Steve Hannon saying he's going to dial up the pressure, and that has been the difference for Meadowdale tonight. Branson Corwin now the counter. Berg around the near side. Well played again. He'll only get to the 29-yard line.
Right back at the line of scrimmage, so no gain.
3rd down and 13. Not much time off the clock. 5:13 left to go in this ball game. Scott Oshman with Tim Boyle here on the Snohomish Times Sports Network. We're glad you're with us. WESCO 3A South Championship game. Last we heard, Marysville Pilchuck hanging on to that 30. Oh, now it's 39-14 Marysville Pilchuck over Oak Harbor. Third and 10. Branson back to pass, making some time. Now he unloads to Big Al. Big Al stopped on the play.
Nick Allen's got to go for that ball and find that ball. He did stop, and I think Rose out there having a little chat with him. But he's got to find a way to make that play.
So the defense coming up with a big pick. Kainoa Wong, the pressure.
Here's the play here. Not quite a perfect pass, but Nick Allen stops, at some point slows down, and the ball goes over his head. And we got an injured player down on the field.
Well, they're tending to him. Let's take a quick timeout. 4:44 left in this football game. Glacier Peak hanging on 17-10, but they're on a 4th down and 10, and they'll probably punt the ball. We'll be back with more right after this. We're back. Spencer Pettit back to punt, trying to get a good one off. This one he gets into, and it's fair caught by Josiah Evans at the 40-yard line. 1st and 10 with 4 minutes and 38 seconds. Boy, that big turnover, Tim. The offense didn't. They needed to at least get a 1st down and take some time off.
Here's the deal, Scott. A 1st down probably costs Meadowdale about 3 minutes or so. So a 1st down, then Meadowdale's only looking at like a minute 38 when they have to punt. So costly series for Glacier Peak there.
How many times can this Grizzly defense save the day? We'll see if they can do it once again. Evans now going to the air.
Oh,
it's almost intercepted.
It is picked off.
What a play. Who is that? Who intercepted that?
I think it might have been was it the thief?
Or was that McCoy? Get down to Ron Henthorne. Did you see who caught that ball, Ronnie?
I didn't see for clearly, but it looked like it might have been Austin Hines on that, so you double-check that here with me.
We'll go going back to instant replay, see if we can see who that was.
Ron, can you ask down at the sideline who got that interception?
Ron the Wedge Henthorne.
Check on that.
Walking right into the teeth of the sideline. Second big turnover for Glacier Peak in this half. Now they give it to Darling up the middle. He'll gain 4 or 5.
Let's go back down to Ron real quick.
Back to you guys. It was Austin Hines on that interception, so confirmed that with the players on the sidelines here. Great interception. Love to see that on replay.
You never doubt Tim Boyle. I'm telling you, he had triple LASIK surgery like 8 times. He's unbelievable. 2nd and 5 for Glacier Peak. Ball at the Meadowdale 38-yard line. Branson taking his time now. He's got Darling. And Darling gets the ball, but again, Joe Alcaderi knew what was happening before it happened.
Let's break this down here. 340. They're on about the 40-yard line or 39-yard line, so that's like a 56-yard field goal. I say they need to get about 5 yards or so. Well, if they get 5-6 yards, they're going to get the 1st down. But it'd be nice to get them in field goal range. That'll pretty much close the door right now.
3rd and 6.
So they need to get 4 or 5 yards if they want to at least get in field goal range.
Branson Corwin watching the clock tick down. Nick Allen on the near side. Hines in motion. fakes it to Darling, pitches it to Wong. Wong nowhere to go, has to cut back inside. He'll maybe get one or two, but that's going to bring up a big one. Let's take a look at that interception right now.
And what Hines did on that is he jumped the route, which is a little bit risky. It pays off for him, but he totally saw that coming, jumps the route, and let's see, 4th and 8. I think we got a timeout on the field.
We do. Timeout Meadowdale. We'll take a timeout here. You're watching Glacier Peak football only on the Snohomish Times Sports Network.
This would be a 50. Oh, it looks like Spencer's out there for a punt is what it looks like to me.
Interesting call. We were speculating here in the timeout if we would try a field goal, but the punt, low snap, bobbled, but he gets it down. It's going to bounce into the end zone for a touchback. 2:52 left, Tim.
So it goes back to the 20, where if he would have missed the field goal, it would be on the 22. So.
But that would have been
58-yarder, so I don't
give
think that's
the kid a shot. What do you mean 58?
58, I don't know if it's in his range.
Come on.
Maybe he does it in practice.
Breakfast is bigger than that.
Well, so Glacier Peak needs a big stand right now.
So Tim Boyle, 2:52. We'll get ready to watch this. We got to make some decisions, my friend. For the Kathy Salvadolina Windermere player of the game is Jeremiah Evans. Back to pass. They hold Braxton down for protection. Going to his brother. No good. Batted down by Hines.
And Hines got bumped, too, on that. Well, I don't know that anybody's a clear choice winner right now for player of the game. So we're going to have to chew on that and have some internal discussions.
Can I put in a vote?
Of course you can.
Kainoa Wong.
Well, that was my first thought, but we've given it to him twice, so I was trying to spread the wealth around a little bit.
You know what, actually, who's done well tonight? The defense has been unbelievable, first of all. It's hard to we can talk about that. 2nd and 10. Pass is broken up by Chambers. Again, trying to go to his brother Josiah. 3rd and 10.
Ooh, and the clock's ticking right. Well, it's not ticking, but figuratively it's ticking right now for
4:20 left to go in the Marysville-Pilchuck game, and they're hanging on 39-21 over Oak Harbor. Again, if you're just joining or didn't hear, we will be right back here, win or lose, next Friday night at 8 p.m., a late start against the winner of that Marysville-Pilchuck. Oak Harbor looks like Marysville-Pilchuck. 3rd and 10 to go. Big play here. Evans being chased by McCoy. Dumps it off. It's almost intercepted by Ian Black. Malik Braxton did a good job by tackling Black before the ball got there.
And yeah, that's great penetration. Now you leave Meadowdale with an impossible decision. Are they going to go for it on 4th and 10? But they're down at their own 20-yard line, so it's a very difficult decision. They kick the ball, they punt the ball, they may never get it back, and they are going to go for it. So
I think they have to go for it.
I think you have to go for it, too. You risk never getting the ball back.
Watch the near side receiver. I think they give it to Malik Braxton. No, they don't. What do I know? They go deep down the sideline. This one not even close. And Glacier Peak takes over on downs with 2:33 left in the ball game, up 17-10.
And Glacier Peak's going to want to get I think I'm Glacier Peak. I want to get 3 or 7 more points on the board here.
It is Pinka Darling time, right?
Yep, absolutely. Run the ball, chew some clock, and score one more insurance touchdown or field goal.
Austin Hines with a spectacular interception. I might put him. He's actually won, I think, our player of the game. We love the defense, but Kainoa Wong, what can you say? I mean, the big first downs.
The interception is huge. He's had a lot of big plays.
So 1st and 10 now at the 20. Pinka gets the call. He's down. He tries to get back up.
Now Meadowdale is going to have to start using some timeouts, which I think they do right here. So we're going to take a quick break. We're going to discuss a little player of the game.
And as we go to break, the final from Marysville, Pilchuck 39, the Oak Harbor Wildcats 21. If Glacier Peak hangs on, it's the rematch of last year, but this time it's in downtown Snohomish. But there's still 2:28. You're watching Glacier Peak football on the Snohomish Times Sports Network.
Something might happen.
2:28 to go in this WESCO 3A South championship game. Branson Corwin fakes it to Pinka. Now he's just going to fall. Great pet play by Big 84 in the white jersey, Charlie White, the junior.
That's going to bring I think that's going to be another timeout being used by Meadowdale. And the clock's not, I think that's their second time.
That is their third
time.
and last final
Okay.
as a PA announcer.
So 2:23, 3rd and 11. Now Glacier Peak, right now they're sitting on what, a 35? Let's see, where do they got that? 21? So it'll be about a 38-yard field goal right now. I think you want to get first down. It closes the game out. So,
But you do not want to do anything foolish here. You want to protect the football at all costs.
no, and I think you want to not give up any yards right now either, because hey, there's a 40-yard field goal. I don't care who the kicker is. In high school, that's no gimme. You can't control the snap, and you can't control how the hold or anything like that. So I think you want to make sure you get a couple positive yards here.
Stay with us, see if this is hung on. Again, next Friday night, if Glacier Peak hangs on, and here's the play, 3rd down 11, they'll face the Tomahawks, Marysville Pilchuck, who won tonight over Oak Harbor. They give to Pinka right up the middle near
So
the
I think
right
it's going to
hash.
be a 37-yard field goal if they choose to go for that. Let's see if the weapon comes out.
Josh Pinka comes up. He looks like he's hobbled just a little bit. I see. Let's check in with Ron Henthorn. Ron, they're going to send there's the weapon.
There we go.
Yep, that's what he's going to do.
And here comes Brady
that-
Southern's going to be the long snapper. You
Put
see
3
him
more on the
coming in.
board.
Austin Hines is going to hold it. Looks like it's a third, right on about the 27-yard line, so a 37-yard field goal.
Taking your time to stop the clock, and they have a timeout. Glacier Peak with 1:41 left is going to burn a timeout. I want to tell you again, next Friday night right here, STSPN, 8 p.m. And you know what? Our statistician, John McClain, can't wait to get inside, and it's just about that time, rolling up for basketball, Glacier Peak basketball. If you or anybody wants to sponsor our basketball coverage, let us know at SnohomishTimes.com.
We're almost there, aren't we? Tryouts are probably coming up real quick here. Yeah.
Be an interesting season this year for Glacier Peak, losing their big fella, Zach
Well, they
Peterson.
lost several seniors last year, as John McClain would tell you.
Drew Darth Vader. It could be a lot of small ball this year, right? I want to thank Rob Wygant, who was in North Carolina last week. Here we go. Spencer Pettit. 37-yard field goal attempt right inside the right hash. Good hold.
Ooh, lots of pressure
Ball's
coming
up.
in.
It's in.
It's
good!
Wow!
Spencer
A weapon!
Pettit.
And I got to tell you, when you have a kicker like that, I mean, because those are no gimmies in high school football, and that really just won the game for him. That is quite the weapon to have.
Well, he's been talked about for a long time. We talked about his birthday, had a big feature article was on the front page there, the header of the Herald, the great article for Spencer Pettit. Just a junior, Tim.
Absolutely.
Just a junior, one
we got a
more
whole
year.
Another year of him.
A minute 35 left to go in this football game. Our Seattle Hill Sport and Spine Physical Therapy score, it's a good one. 20 points for Glacier Peak, 10 for Meadowdale. Our Kathy Salvadolina Windermere Real Estate Player of the game is?
Well, I'm still going to go with it's Spencer Pettit almost got it right there, but I got to go with, like you said, Kainoa Wong. Just comes up with so many big plays when you need him on those third downs. And, hey, nine attempts, 85 yards. He averaged 9.4 yards a carry. He got the interception. We're going with Kainoa Wong.
Second or third, we're debating here in the booth.
Third, maybe.
Is it maybe his third? Is Spencer now line drive picked up by Marsh at the 25. The big fella.
Taken out by the knees.
Stumbling.
And Kainoa Wong's the one that takes the big fella. He must have heard he got player of the game.
Want to take you back now to the sealer, the nail in the coffin, a 37-yard field goal by Spencer Pettit.
Here it is.
Brady Southard, the long snapper.
Good snap. There's the hold. Plenty of distance. And it's good, folks.
Longtime manager Bill, and you'll see Evans now releasing the ball. Gets it to his brother Josiah. Breaks a tackle at the 43. Gets up to the 45.
Now keep in mind, Scott, no timeouts. And Josiah's limping off the field there. Oh, the clock's not even running.
Well, it was a first down because they stopped for the first time.
No, but it didn't run. I don't think it ran at all.
Well, Josiah now falls down on the far sideline. I don't know if that's out of your frame right now.
Well, you can't do that.
He tried to get to the sideline.
It's like they motioned him, no, stay there. But no time came off the clock, I don't think. I don't think any time came off at all. And it should be ticking. They got to move the chains, but the clock should be ticking. So
clock at 1 minute, 22 seconds left. Again, Glacier Peak school's been out for conferences both Thursday and Friday, but
they just started the clock.
A big crowd now, 117, 1st and 10. Evans back. He's got McCoy again, chasing him. McCoy gets him as he throws out of bounds.
They're going to call him down right there. Oh,
there's a
it's
flag.
Intentional grounding, I think. He wasn't outside the pocket. So we'll see what the call is. I think it's intentional grounding.
This is a big, if they hang on here.
Definitely going against Meadowdale.
Glacier Peak.
Here's the look right here. It is intentional grounding. So that's loss of down.
Let's see if maybe we can look at that replay one more time and get it clicked over to our screen here. Thank you again to Rob Wygant. Again, the man is everywhere. He was in Chapel Hill last week chiming in, and now he's running the replay. Let's look real quick at that last play, Tim.
Yep, no one's there.
Isn't that a loss of down? It is.
It is a loss of down.
Back to live. 2nd and 27, an airplane ride. A trip across the Grand Canyon. Now he just plops that out. White catches it at the 40 down the sideline. 20. 10, no one even close. Touchdown, Meadowdale at 58 seconds left.
Uh-oh. That makes it a little interesting because you're going to see an onside kick.
Oh, boy.
And who's coming off the field hobbling there? 28?
29, Jake Berg.
Jake Berg. Okay, now.
You go Scott, for 2, right?
No, I think no, I don't think you go for 2. You don't want to go for 2. You want to kick. Because then you get it. It's
right,
a 3-point. But the key is Glacier Peak's going to want to block this.
72-yard pass. It was kind of a duck.
I know. It almost could have got picked off.
Boy, he had he looked like he was in the grasp of a tackler there, kind of pulled out of a shoestring and just went all the way for a Meadowdale touchdown. 58 seconds left to go. Schaefer on for the extra point. Now they get some more protection. Schaefer almost had pressure there. Did he get it? Where are the refs? There's a flag,
but the ref doesn't make a call on the extra point.
There's no ref down to even call under the goalpost. Let's check in Ron Henthorn. What in the world is going on?
You got to make the call whether it's good or not.
Well, I was kind of surprised. The same as you guys. There was the refs weren't standing under the goalpost, and not sure what the call is going to be here. So we'll have to wait and get his signal. Off. Illegal shift against
So it should
Meadowdale.
be the extra point should be no good then.
That's huge. Thank you, Ron.
If it's a penalty, usually if it's a penalty on that extra point, unless that's a dead ball foul, it should be no. The kick should be no good.
Still have not gotten. And do we get the official from Jim Carter, the referee? Did he get a call here? Here he comes.
Here it is. Illegal shift.
I still don't understand why there were no officials by the
here's
crossbar.
the thing: if the ball doesn't go through the uprights, you just decline the penalty.
Right.
You know, and the kick's no good.
They're still not back there.
They're still talking about it. Let's see if we can get some. It looks like they're going to let him kick it again.
This time, as you see, you guys can't see, but on the far side of the field, head coach Mike Don going nuts.
But the thing is, I don't.
Now they're looking for the football.
I don't understand why they didn't signal if that was extra point was good or no good.
Oh, now they're at the 8-yard line. The ball is at the 8-yard line. The kick is a 15-yarder,
So
25.
Oh, it's a fumble.
Hold is good. It's up. And again, no officials there to even make the call whether it's good.
Well,
the referee makes the call. I'm fascinated by why that is.
Yeah, usually.
WESCO reffing at its finest.
Wow.
And that play, the ball was fumbled and low snap, and I'm surprised Glacier Peak didn't get the penetration there.
Let's go back to the replay of that last touchdown for Meadowdale. Again, with a minute left, he catches it at the 40, and then it's good night.
Well, it looks like one of the GP defenders tripped over his own guy, went flying into his own guy. So here you got 58 seconds. You're going to see an onside kick. It's mathematical certainty. Let's see. You should have people like Guffey and Trey Chambers, which you do, and you got Austin Hines. This is where you put all your hands people up. You don't care what position they play. You got the best hand. You got Spencer Pettit out there, Kainoa Wong. All your skill position players are out there to field this. Now, last week they drilled.
Yeah, they
drilled one right at him.
58 seconds left to go in the football game. Meadowdale out of timeouts. No timeouts. Schaefer, the kicker.
This is the ball game.
This
here,
is
folks.
it right here. Ball crosses 50, sails
out
of bounds.
And it's a flag, so that's it. They're going to get that at the 40-yard line or so.
Brett Schaefer, the kicker, shaking his head as he goes off the field. That cannot be how Mike Don drew it up.
I don't know what he was doing because it didn't look – I mean, I don't know if that was supposed to be a pooch or what. Now Glacier Peak's just going to have to snap it 2 times, I believe. Not sure what there was a penalty, but they just marked it where it went out of bounds.
So now they crowd Branson Corwin again. Kainoa Wong or Kathy Salvadolina, Windermere Real Estate Player of the Game. Check her out, kathysalvo.com. All realty needs. Again, thank you to Kathy for her continued support for STSPN Sports here. But Branson Corwin, he came up big when he had to tonight. A lot of credit has to go to the senior.
Yeah, I'd say he might have been runner-up for Player of the Game and did have a good game. He had some, he did have some balls that were off the mark, but he did came up with some great runs tonight. So he had a great game, I think.
Gutsy plays. 24 seconds. The clock ticking down now as they snap it.
That will do it, folks. So now you're looking at Glacier Peak WESCO South 3A champions. Marysville's coming in the house next week.
Well, if you don't, maybe we'll get Todd on STSBN to post last year's WESCO 3A championship against Maryville, one of the most entertaining games Tim and I have done. But the rematch is on. This time we will be home cooking.
This
right
time
here.
there will be blood.
This time, and boy, that Marysville Pilcheck team, Austin Joyner, one of the best running backs in the country. Luton, the big quarterback. They're a tough team.
There's going to be some points on the board next week.
So Ron Henthorne will wait to see his, if he can catch again, Kainoa Wong for the Kathy Salvadolina postgame show for the player of the game, and also love to get some thoughts by the winning coach, Rory Rosenbaugh, in his 6th year. Taking care of business here tonight.
Guess the radio team called Kainoa Wong player of the game tonight.
Well,
too.
we should get him first. We need the wedge to get in there and get him first.
Well, you know they listen to us first.
Of course they do. Everybody listens to STSPN.com. Tonight's broadcast brought to you by our friends down in Snohomish, the Snohomish Bakery. Just great coffee, great service, incredible baked goods. I brag about the Morning Glory muffins. Love
we should
them.
go there next week before the game.
We
Scott.
should. Let's try that.
Let's do that.
Also,
we're going to go there. You're going to see Scott and Tim at the Snohomish Bakery. And a bakery's right up my alley.
Oh, there's never a bakery Tim doesn't love, let me tell you.
Especially if they got cookies.
They have great cookies. WESCO Septic, Lou Button, the gang, WESCOseptic.com. Also, Fred's Rivertown Ale House. Hope we got the game on there. Our friends at WESCOathletics.com. McDaniel's Do-It Center. Tim and I tell you all the time, you need anything, hardware, appliance, tools, you name it, just head on down to McDaniel's Do-It Center, downtown Snohomish. You won't waste time. They'll get you right to what you need.
They got a very good Christmas light assortment, too.
Well, it's Christmas lights for this young man for not once but twice. Let's go down to Ron Henthorne, Kainoa Wong.
Okay, down here on the field with Kainoa Wong. Kainoa, congratulations.
Thank
You're
you.
player
Thank you.
of the game here today.
Good to see you. Yeah.
In fact, double player of the game here,
Yeah.
I guess, from Sports Radio as well.
Yep.
You were really effective in there in picking up those third down plays.
Yeah. Well, I just wanted to do what I needed to do to get my team to win, and if it was making getting extra yards on a run, I had to do it.
So what's this lay around your neck for here tonight?
I'm Hawaiian, so all my friends are getting one. They're getting a candy lay. My mom's got one. We made one for her for senior night, and it's just a special thing that we like to do.
That's really great. It looks really good on you. So I got another T-shirt here for you. Let's see if we can get it out for you.
How many T-shirts does he have?
Boy, he's going to stack the closet with T-shirts from STSBN and Kathy Salvadolina. Mahalo. Everybody from Glacier Peak wants to say mahalo to Kainoa Wong.
The Pineapple Express.
There's Kainoa with his T-shirt on, and Kainoa, everybody from Glacier Peak says mahalo.
Thank you.
There you have it. Kainoa Wong, player of the game. Back to you guys.
Oh, Ron Henthorne, love it.
Kainoa Cheech and Chong Wong.
Let's see if we can also get Coach Rory Rosenbaugh, 9:38 Pacific Standard Time here. Coming into tonight, you want to talk about your prediction?
I said it was going to be 30-28, as I had Glacier Peak by 2 tonight, and it was Glacier Peak by 3. And I think you and I both said it might come down to a field goal, and it sure did. A field goal was the difference in this game, and
wow. But I didn't know, coming in, this team was just uncertain, uneasy. They had problems against Shorewood, a lesser, more struggling team. Fumbles, turnovers, interceptions, penalties, 10 last week for 160-some yards. Penalties got them again tonight, but they came up big when they had to.
Well,
we hadn't seen that since Jackson.
Fortunately, the penalties kind of stung. Meadowdale tonight on that 80-yard return. They got that one called back, but hey, at the end of the day, Glacier Peak got it done. They played to the level of their competition last week, and they played to the level of their competition this week. And the couple key differences is a field goal is the key difference. And you and I kind of talked about that at Starbucks before the game.
a huge achievement once again by this Steve Hannon and his entire staff. The defensive unit, they held Malik Braxton to under 100 yards, 15 carries for 93 yards. Of course, the big 80-yard touchdown to open up the second half, refused by a big penalty, but 6.2 average per carry is long 43. That's the one that really got him. A great job holding a big-time running back down.
And what was the final score? Was it?
I think it was 20-17. Is that
2017? Is that what it was? Or was
it's 20-17?
20-17. So
yeah,
comes
it was
down to a field. Now the Herald had Meadowdale winning by a field goal.
Jeremiah Evans, the quarterback, 8 carries, 54 yards, but a total of 156 yards on the ground for a big running team, even against Big Eastlake, against maybe their second string in the second half. They put up over 400 yards total offense.
Well, let's briefly talk about what we're going to see next week.
We're going to see lightning.
I think what's going to happen next week is, well, it's going to obviously going to help that Glacier Peak's going to have home field advantage.
Oh, there's Ron Henthorne giving us some audio. Ron, you ready?
Yeah, we beat Meadowdale. And we did it at home.
Now you're going to hear some great audio from the traditional
Isn't it
gathering.
Hannon that runs those chants?
Who's going to stand there and take the best shot?
Now for Roy Rosenbaum, we can get some audio.
And you guys threw one more punch and they did a great job yourself. Defensively, best game you played all year, guys.
I just heard.
Audio breaking up a little bit. Roy Rosenbaum telling him the defense best game all year.
And I think it was.
Closed it out a little bit better, but we made some adjustments. Okay, special teams dealing with the fact we got a couple field goals up. That big fun didn't work out real good. Okay, hey. Celebrate tonight. Enjoy the win. Back to back.
Celebrate tonight, he
Let me tell you
says.
something. This is the first time.
Not the kind of celebrating our adult crowd is thinking.
No.
A Jamba Juice and a.
Celebrate that. Celebrate that. But be smart tonight, right? We got to work.
Coach Rowe telling his youngsters be smart.
MP we got MP. We're going to have MP at our house. So we got a little rebound.
Saying MP at our house, Marysville Pilchuck.
Redemption, he's already telling the kids.
Coming here, so we got to have a great work. Hey, hi. Here. Whatever you did this week.
We'll try and get Coach Roy Rosenbaum. Again, tonight's game, the final 20-17, only 3 points for Glacier Peak in the first half.
The way we always do will be just fine.
Did you hear Rory in the background?
Right. Celebrate with your friends, family night. Be smart. We need everybody on the ship next Friday night, okay?
Everybody on the ship next Friday night, he says. Oh, we lost.
Audio's kind of in and out, but, winning the battle. Ron, we can't hear you right now. You got to let's turn that audio's out of range. But penalties again tonight. 6 penalties for 47 yards for.
They battled. It was a tough one, man. We talked about it 10.
Oh, we got.
I guess we're.
Dan, who's going to stand there toe to toe and get it done? And they got it done.
It's out there tonight, I'll tell you.
Hey, they did it. That was the best we played all year, man. They were lights out. They flew to the ball. They defended the pass. Here, so it's fun.
Any second thoughts on that gamble down there on the?
But I didn't want to do that. Nixed fast enough. Oh, it was too bad.
Next week.
See you.
All right. We're back. Sorry, the audio was just a little out of range trying to get Coach Rowe in the middle of that. I'm going to get the Kathy Salvadolina postgame show Well, let's get Ron Henthorn. What was he saying, Ron? We were in and out on audio all throughout that. When you asked him especially about the gamble.
1, 2, 3. You want my mic on now?
There you go, Ron. So what did can you hear us, Ron?
Yeah, I can hear him.
Ron, can you hear us?
Yeah, I can.
All right, tell us what Rowe said. We couldn't hear any of that. It was in and out audio.
Okay, basically what he said was I asked him if he had any second thoughts about gambling on that play in the first half down there, and he said that he didn't really want to run the play. The play was called in. They tried to call it off, but they didn't get it called off in time. So he said it turned out okay because they won the game.
They talked a little bit about his defense. What did he say about his defense tonight?
He said the defense tonight was the best they've ever been all year long. He's looking forward to a big defensive game from them next week. When they play, I think they play in Marysville. Is that right?
No, they play right here, Marysville-Pilchuck.
Marysville-Pilchuck right here next Friday night. So he's really excited about the way they held together out there tonight and played the game. So hopefully we'll see you all here next week on STSPN. Back to you guys. Getting noisy down here.
Yep. Thank you, Ron Henthorn. A great job as always. Some great numbers. Again, the penalties. This time, Meadowdale getting caught by the penalty bug a little bit. Still 5 penalties for 91 yards for Glacier Peak. They got to clean that up, holding it down. They had 10 last year, but much better.
91 yards and penalties, not good.
And
costly times too.
Yeah, 4th down conversions, 1 of 2, 6 for 14 on 3rd down conversions. Again, winning the first down battle, 16 versus 12 for Meadowdale. Just a tremendous effort because some people, including, like you said, the Herald and a lot of the pundits, didn't have Glacier Peak winning tonight.
No, and the Heralds, they've been right a couple times with Glacier Peak, but they've got it wrong more so than.
They got to listen to Tim Boyle. A humongous thank you to the pinch hitter, Barry Henthorn. That's right, the son of the Wedge, Ron Henthorn, coming in, running our main camera tonight. Barry, phenomenal job. Thank you so much. It's a family affair here. His sister Leslie McLean running the board as always. Our statistician tonight, John McLean. Our 5-tool executive producer, Todd Elvig, again enjoying Josh Elvig senior night.
Don't forget about the Wedge.
And Ron Henthorn, the Wedge, always just making it look easy down there on the sidelines. But for my good friend Tim Boyle, Scott Oshman saying so long from Veterans Memorial Stadium. The final, Glacier Peak 20, Meadowdale 17. They're your 2013 WESCO 3A South champions. Look to STSPN.com for all the action next week. 8 p.m. start. Tim and I, the Scott Tim Show, the Tim and Scott Show starting at 7:45 p.m. That's going to do it for everybody here tonight. Thank you to STSPN.com. Good night, everybody.